Okay, the next thing that you're going to want to do is do your course settings. You want to set those, and I'm just going to take you kind of through the process on a course that I developed quite a while ago. So it is developed, and I'll just kind of walk you through the process. It's a really exciting course, I will admit. It's called Curriculum Renewal. So it's a pretty old course. On here, you're going to see that there's blocks. Now yours are going to be empty right now, but you'll see there's a block here and there's another block here. And I've got my settings for topic view. So let me just show you how mine are set up. If I go into the side navigation here of under administration, I want to go into edit settings. And this little cog is always that setting feature that anytime you need to do editing, you'll be looking for that. Or down here, you'll look for the pencil. So those are sort of the two icons to keep your eye out for. So edit settings. It's going to take me into the course. Now this one's called Curriculum Renewal. And when you set up your own course, you will have your school name first. So school name, your last name, and then your course name is how we have been having these courses set up. That may already be set up for you when you request your course. If not, you can go in and change it. And it just helps students kind of determine which is your course. Maybe you're teaching Social Studies 8 through here, and there's another teacher in another school with it. Students will know to start looking for their school name first, their teacher name second, and then the course name, not just Social Studies 8 or something like that. Then you can put your short name on there. This is where it shows up, CR, in these what we call crumbs. And this is probably going to be set up for you already, which course category you're going to be in. If you want a particular date, so you want the course to open on a particular date, you can do that. Otherwise, it, I think, defaults to the day that the course was developed. Course summary is something that shows up when people are searching in Moodle before they've been enrolled. And so it's a good idea to have your name in there in your school and the fact that you've designed it and it's definitely for your students. Again, that helps people decide, okay, that's not a course I'm going to try to enroll in if they're not from your school or one of your students. And then the rest of these are collapsed. So I'm just going to click on that. And you'll see that mine is topics format. You could certainly change it to weekly. These other formats I'm not as familiar with because generally our courses have been set up with topics. But if this is something you're interested in learning more about, there's lots of online tutorials and information available for Moodle users. So I would just suggest going in and doing a search. For me, it's topics format, and that's sort of units. A number of sections. You can change this at any point. So mine's set for 5. And hidden sections and collapse form, this is all default, and that's just the way I keep it. I did change this one at one point, and I wasn't as happy with how it looked. I did some, playing around, and I like the default. But again, you're welcome to go and play around and see what that looks like, and see if you want to do some changes. In terms of appearance, again, mine are default, but if you definitely want to go do some playing around, you can look in and see what else is there. I think the boxy is one that we use a lot with the Distance Learning Center. Formal white is one that we like. The only problem with that is at this point it's hard to see the links don't show up in a different color. If you're linking to a site or a document, you have to go in and manually change the color. That one's nice. I've just got it on Do Not Force right now. And files and uploads, it's telling me that my max is 10. I can do some changing here if I wanted in the size of my files, if I was finding that it wasn't enough. Completion tracking is something we'll talk about in another little video. And so right now I have mine for no. I'm not worried about if students have finished this. It was more just a file folder, if you will, of containing the curriculum renewal documents. You could also set up groups in here, and again, that'll be a second video on groups that role renaming, generally we don't change the names of anybody in here. That's something that our IT department has set up, and we just keep them the same. If you wanted to change it to something else, that would just be for your course. Okay, so then once you've gone in and played around with theme or topics or added your course summary, then of course you'll want to press save, and I'm not changing anything, so I'm just going to go press cancel. So one of the things I would really encourage you to do is just go in and um, set your settings how you want. And I'm going to go back here one more um, under the course format and appearance. I guess I forgot to show you this one, show gradebook to students. If you're using gradebook and you want students to be able to track, so they're submitting assignments in through Moodle with you, you do have the option of opening that up for students to see as well. So there's a few more extra features in there I didn't show you. But again, go play around. If there's things that this particular Moodle course doesn't show you that you have questions about, pop me an email, or certainly go and look online and see what you can find. So hopefully that helps in just getting those course settings set up for your own course for your students.